As disappointed as I am in the conduct of others, I am even more disappointed in myself.
Attorney General Mark Dann apologized to the people of Ohio for the scandal that scarred his office and to his family for the affair he admitted to today.
At a difficult time in my marriage, I got involved in a romantic relationship with a member of my staff. That conduct was intrinsically wrong.
The apology comes about a month after 2 AG staffers filed sexual harassment complaints against one of Dan's top aides and close friend, Anthony Gutierrez. Those complaints launched an internal investigation looking into, among other things, what went on in this condo in Dublin, shared by Dan Gutierrez and Dan's director of communications, Leo Jennings. While that investigation did not substantiate Cindy Stankowski's claim she woke up next to Gutierrez at the condo with her pants unbuttoned, it did find Gutierrez violated the office's sexual harassment policy, drank alcohol in the state vehicle, and against office policy carried a gun in the state vehicle. Gutierrez was fired. The report also found Jennings impeded the investigation by asking the Assistant Attorney General to lie. Jennings was also terminated. And Dan's Chief of Staff, Ed Simpson, was also cited in the report for violating office conduct by not responding adequately to the complaints and problems. He resigned.
I had high hopes for many of the people we hired here. I realized that some of them didn't have conventional qualifications for the office, for the jobs that we gave them.
In the wake of the findings, some Republicans are demanding Dan's resignation.
Though Mark Dann said he took full responsibility for this scandal, I believe that taking full responsibility means that he, too, must lose his job.
Governor Ted Strickland stopped short of going that far, but believes more needs to be done.
I see no reason why the immediate beginning of an independent investigation would not be appropriate.
For now, Dan intends to stay in office and push past this scandal.
At the end of the day, I take responsibility for what I did. I didn't do it perfectly. I've been doing it better. I'm a much better Attorney General today than I was 16 months ago.
In Columbus, Andy Hirsch, 10 TV News.
Now, Dan's scheduler also resigned today. Jessica Udovich was seen wearing sweats in his condo, and emails between her and the Attorney General raised questions about their relationship. But the internal investigation did not cite her for any misconduct.
And the 2 women who sparked this investigation talked exclusively with 10 Investigates' Paul Aker. Our team coverage continues with an interview you'll see only on 10.
Well, it definitely took a lot of guts for us to finally tell our story.
It's the story of how Vanessa Stout and Cindy Stankowski were harassed by their boss at the Attorney General's office, Anthony Gutierrez. Today, an internal investigation proved they're right.
I feel relieved. I feel as if, we've been vindicated.
Both women say some of the problems took place at this condo shared by Attorney General Mark Dann and his friend Gutierrez. That's where Stankowski says while Dan was there, she was pressured to drink until she passed out, only later to find her pants undone and Gutierrez lying next to her in his underwear.
And to wake up with Tony next to me and to see that my pants weren't buttoned.
Stankowski says Gutierrez admitted unbuttoning her jeans a month later, saying,
I want you to know I did indeed unbutton your pants. I didn't do anything, but I wanted to.
Gutierrez denies the allegation, and internal investigators couldn't prove it. Still, Stankowski says she has the emotional scars.
I felt violated. I was angry. Every emotion you could possibly think of went through me.
It had to be degrading when the sex toy was produced.
Gutierrez gave Stout an unwanted sex toy.
That was the weirdest position I've ever been in my life.
And while Gutierrez paid with his job, Dan paid only with an apology. He told the state and his family he was sorry for using bad judgment that allowed things in his office to spiral out of control. But he never apologized to the women in the middle.
I expected an apology, and I still do.
For 10 Investigates, I'm Paul Aker.
The attorney for Stout and Stankowski is seeking a settlement from the AG's office. If they can't reach an agreement, the women may explore legal action. So here's the bottom line on this. 4 employees at the AG's office are out of a job tonight. Attorney General Mark Dann refuses to resign, and the investigation is not over.